Alrighty, I am back. I have a second cat on my lap now. So we left off. We had just completed the Scrambled quest. We kind of explored a little bit around here. I didn't go into Tenali Cavern. Let me go poke my head in there before we move on. I'm actually out of cough drops and my throat's a little sore, so I don't know how much longer I'll stream. Maybe we'll do another hour or so. We'll see. It depends on if other people want to play Night Rain or if we're not or what. Wait, why is this broken again? I literally just helped him fix the cart. Now it's broken again? Examine pit. What's at the bottom of this? Not flat. A frog. Took care of that. Use the bones on the pit. Alright, maybe I need a rope or something to get down here. I don't actually know. Maybe it's part of the quest later. Seems like people are going in who are pretty well geared. See a way to get over there, actually. Here's another bird to attack me. Ernie. What could you possibly want? I literally fed you less than 4 hours ago. Did you not eat your food? I saw you eat it. No idea what he wants. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go see what he wants. He's gonna go over to his food bowl, and I'm gonna tell him no. Activate this tower statue real quick. Let's go see. I'll be back. So he walked over to my recliner. He has water. Not only does he have a fountain of water, he also has a Tupperware filled with water because he doesn't like to drink out of the fountain. He walked over to my recliner. I put him on the recliner. Just laid down. So maybe he wanted help getting on the recliner. There's a box near the recliner that he's supposed to be able to get on the recliner using the box. However, he doesn't, some weird tastes and emotes. No, that's the emote that chat guilts me into putting into my list. I'm over Broken Wall. Talk to Taz. Nisal, are you here to watch the Ents with me? I wasn't explicitly here for that, though I'm sure I could stop for a moment. You really should. They're such fascinating creatures. I could stay here for hours. Thank you. I raised the music during the BRB. Another archery range here. Doesn't seem like I can use the archery range though. There's a beer. Let's talk to the bartender. Nisalan, welcome to Remus Retreat. Can I get you a drink? What is this place? Like I said, oh, this is Nemus Retreat. Back during the, let me get in the center of the camera here. War of the Betrayal. This was a military camp for Hmantheawsome's army, run by none other than the General Nemus himself. I don't know what that means, Doug. I don't know what that means. Read load comments. Yeah, azaleas are flowers. What, it auto-corrected to flowers? Azaleas? Oh, instead of Wazaka, it auto-corrected to azalea? Back during the War of Betrayal, this was a military camp for Hmantheawsome's army, run by none other than General Nemus himself. General Nemus is something of a hero in these parts. Towards the end of the war, forces of Karen had mostly taken the Arburn Valley. As a result, Hmantheaw ordered General Nemus to burn the entire valley to the ground to stop the Karen advance. Many would have died on both sides, but Nemus refused the order. Shop Azalea. Hmantheaw had him executed as a traitor, but in doing so, he lost the support of all of Nemus's troops. Sounds like a bit of a short-sighted decision. Indeed, Hmantheaw presumably hoped to make an example of Nemus, but instead, his decision was one of the final mistakes that ultimately led to his defeat a few months later. Anyway, ever since the war ended, this place has remained here as something of a monument to Nemus. Of course, rather than a military camp, it now acts as a nice stop-off for travelers such as yourself. And on that note, can I get you a drink? I'm good, thanks. Fair enough. Some tourists is the mountain guide again. That's how we got over here in the first place. These guys over here spinning flax? Okay, there's a place to take flax and spin it really quickly. That's actually probably a great addition. Considering the closest place to get flax previously was... right here, there was flax in the bank, and you would just run back and forth. So, and you have to do a bunch of quests to be able to get to this area, whereas this is presumably just one quest. An alligator. Tool leprechaun. Trade Ob. Just garden supplies. All right. A nice little town. I mean, I guess the really only draw for here is the quick travel from here to get over this area or up here, and the flax. I like how they have not one, not two, but 3 agility shortcuts, including one out of the bank? No, the bank just opened on both sides. All right, Ernie got off his chair, so I have no fucking clue what he wanted. Well, Azalea Town is one of the towns in Pokemon. That was in gold and silver? Let's see what the shopkeeper has. Normal general store, okay. Looks like we have a quest over here. Let me check some of the other stores first. What is that, a loom? Yeah, loom. This was like a, tannery, okay. Another frog princess? What the fuck? It's the second one we've had this stream. I'm just gonna live out my life as a frog from here on out. Ready to leave now. No, I'd rather stay. Look at the chat head. Zaka, you're just making several burner accounts. And you realize doing that is bannable. I guess only if I ban you and you come on another account, but rather not stay. I'd rather stay. You ready to leave? Oh no. I like how they changed the position. Yes, I'm ready to leave. Didn't even get anything for that. Look, the Ant's booking it, dude. Why is the Ant running so fast? He ain't such a bad guy. Decorate oak totem. What is that over there? A sawmill. Oh, another sawmill. Interesting. Again, close to a bank, although there is one in the woodcutting guild right over here. No. The woodcutting guild right over here. God damn it. The woodcutting guild over here, that's a sawmill close to a bank, so. Sawdust. Go talk to the bartender here and see what he has to say. Welcome to the Arborn Pub. Are you here to buy a drink? Nothing for me, thanks. As you wish. Can I not just talk to her? Okay. That's a player. That's Marcus. That's other players. Walk here, antique lamp. That's a good name. The notice board is covered in missing person posters. That's quite a few missing people. Looks like some of these have been here for quite a while. Start the Shadow of Custodia quest. Not yet. Probably too much for me to take on right now, though. Hopefully someone can find them. Talk to Marcus. Hello there. Hello, here for a drink? You've picked the right place, if so. Okay, so it is just the board. Notice board is covered in missing person posters. Been here for a while. Start the Shadow of Custodia quest. Yes. I wonder if anyone around here knows more about this. Talk to Marcus. Hello there. Do you have a moment to talk? I suppose so. Do you know much about the missing people? Only what I've heard around the place. That funny guy by the sea keeps suggesting they're being taken in the night, which is absurd, really. Funny guy by the sea. He's always going on about strange people coming in the night, but no one would dare do that with the Ents around. It's a load of rubbish. So you don't think it's possible? It would take a lot of things happening right before my eyes for me to even consider it. Well, what do you think is happening then? I think that some of them are accidents. Others just might be leaving. No suspicion of anything else? Like what? Murder? I'm not sure who would want to kill folks around here. We're a tight community. Thanks. For the help, I guess. Talk to bartender. Welcome to the Arborn Pub. Are you here to buy a drink? About the missing people. Ah, looking to find them too, are you? That's right. What can you tell me about them? Not a lot. A couple of kids have run into trouble on some adventure, no doubt, along with a few adults who decided to slip away in the night. Is that normal around here? Well, we're sat between two sets of mountains. Lots of places for accidents to happen. The mountains, right. Is there anyone else who might be more invested in the missing people? Well, those posters aren't putting themselves on the notice board. You'll probably want to find whoever put them there. And you don't know who that is? Some local parents, I think, but many faces come in here. I can't keep track of them all. Now, are you gonna buy a drink? No, thanks. As you wish. I just put you on shadow mute, Wazaka, so I can't read your messages. All right. The other guy said something about a house by the sea. Maybe this guy, maybe this guy. So let's head over here and check it out. I'm joking. I didn't do that, Wazaka. Talk to citizen. Hello there, how's it going? Nistal. Food basket. Is there no old man by the sea? Is he hiding upstairs? Board game. Some books. No, nothing here. I mean, I can ignore people in chat. Yeah, I don't think it ignores for everyone, but I think I can make it so I have to approve people's posts. So I guess, yeah, I can kind of indirectly shadow ban people. Hey there, how's it going? Hello. Talk to citizen. What is that? A fucking pair of lungs? A punching bag? Hey, how's it going? Who are you? I'm a bold adventurer. Ah, a very noble profession. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't go anywhere either. The old man by the sea. Your #1 fan and friend. Well, sometimes you can't have too much of a good thing, you know? What is that? Oh, a squirrel. Oh, God. Would they? Does it notify you when you get auto-modded? I guess it does. I've never been in a situation where my messages were auto-modded, to be honest. Alright, so maybe the man by the sea was a red herring. Maybe he's fishing for red herrings. Where is this quest? There should be yellow. There it is. I should ask around and see if anyone can tell me more about this. Okay. I mean, AutoMod has different levels, so if you go check on the settings for it, you might find that it's set too high for your liking. Alright, shadow ban for Wazaka. Welcome, adventurers. You're looking for a sublime staff? I'm afraid a little issue from some Ents mean I don't have any battle staffs for sale. But other than that, I'm sure I have what you need. What was the issue? Unfortunately, we had someone new handling the delivery, and they accidentally left a cart in the way of the Ents. I think the Ents must have considered both the cart and its contents to be a gift for them. They stole them? I wouldn't say stole. I think they just misunderstood why the cart had been left there. Could you not ask for them back? I'm sure the courier tried, but I suspect the Ents didn't really understand him. Anyway, would you like to buy a staff? Sure, I'll have a look. Okay. Does the citizen have a crown on? Not really a crown, but... Hey, how's it going? Nisal, I'm pretty good, thank you. What are you trading? Blacksmith? Axes? Interesting. Talk. Nisal Adventure, are you interested in looking at the axes I have for sale? No, I'm fine. Fair enough. Okay. Talk to tourist. Hey there. Hello there, or should I say Nilsal? Marcus. Hello again. I don't suppose you had any more thoughts on the missing people. Not really. I'm sure if you kept asking around, you'll find someone who can help you. Just don't waste your time on that funny guy by the sea. Funny guy by the sea? I was trying to find him. I can't find him. Hello there. How's it going? Nilsal. There's a pair of chess. A pair of chess games, yes. Oh, this guy by the sea? That all the other players are gathering around? Not often someone comes out to speak to me. What do you want? I'm investigating the missing people. Do you know anything about them? Oh, yes indeed. They were taken by the night people. The night people? Yes, I hear them in the dark. They think they're quiet, but not to me. I can hear them scrape against the wooden walls. Could that not just be the dog scratching a post? Does a dog walk on two legs? One of the Ents then? An Ent wouldn't go around scraping against things. They're far too careful for that. I don't think... Oh, I see what you're doing. You're just another who wants to laugh at me. You'll all see soon enough. Okay, I think I'll leave you to it. That's right. Be gone with you. Well, that didn't go anywhere. You again? Come to laugh at me once more? I know the night people are real. You'll find out soon enough. Okay. Alright, well, that didn't really work out the way I was hoping it would. Let me go catch the butterfly real quick. Zaka, please. For like the rest of my life, can I just have a normal chat experience? Not talking about farts, not talking about making hats out of cat hair, not randomly quoting media that has no relevance to the video that we're watching, the stream that we're streaming. It doesn't feel that hard. What does this do? I'm just meditating here by the tree. Talks to Francis. Excuse me, I'm looking into the... Turn around, walk out. Wait, Please. Nobody's looking into anything. Just leave us. But I'm trying to find the missing people. Prove it. What do you know? Well, I know most of the town has given up on finding them. Most are just dismissing the disappearances, assuming them to have run away or had an accident. However, there are some who think something more sinister is going on. If that's the case, I intend to find out. I'm Gear, and I promise I'm here to help. You'll find our sons? I'm gonna try. Well, I suppose you do seem at least somewhat to care. Seem to somewhat care. What do you need from us, Gear? First up, what can you tell me about the disappearance of your sons? That's the thing. They seemed to vanish. One moment they were playing upstairs, but the next they'd gone. And you didn't notice anything unusual at all? Nothing really. The only thing that was a bit odd was the Ents. Well, if you had a front door, you could probably close and lock it, but okay. The Ents. Yes, their normal path takes them right past our house. But the night the boys disappeared, they took a different route. It's like they avoided something. They were avoiding something. I see. Can I look around the house a little and see if there's any clues as to where your sons went? If you think that'd help, then of course. Thank you. Let's see. Well, it looks like somebody tried to murder somebody on this table. Look at all the scratches. There's an oven here. Nothing to cook in the oven. Inspect bed. Doesn't look like anything is out of place here. Doesn't look like anything's out of place here. Inspect window. The frame has a few scratches on it. There's also a strange sticky red substance. Did something come through the window? Interesting. Have you found anything yet? I'm still looking. Please help us find our son. Okay, so there's more to look for, I guess. There's more scratches out here. That's odd. There are more of these scratches going up the wall, along with more of that strange substance. It's not blood. What is it? Is it like sap or something? Have you found anything yet? There are a few scratches in the wall outside. You don't happen to have a cat or anything like that, do you? No, no cat. Interesting. There's also this strange red substance as well. Yes, I saw that, but I thought it was from the Ents. Do you think something else left it? Possibly. I need to investigate this further. Thank you, Gear. Please help us find our sons. Inspect puddle. What do we have here? More of that strange substance. I wonder where it leads. Inspect puddle. More of that strange substance. I wonder where it leads. Inspect puddle. No, not attack guard. Nope. Son of a bitch. Well, he died in one hit. Inspect puddle. More of that strange substance. I wonder where it leads. Let me bury his bones just in case. Like, I see somebody else did it too by mistake. Inspect puddle. More of that strange substance. I wonder where it leads. Inspect puddle. Inspect puddle. Inspect plank. Looks like there's some sort of fabric caught on the plank, but it's too far away for you to reach. A fishing rod might work. Okay, well, spoilers, but thanks. Oh, that guy got abducted by a bird. Bank booth. I swear, they just made like easy listening music as the theme for this area. What do we got? Fishing rod. Yeah, that's a mod called True Tile. So the location where your character is and the location where the animation isn't always synced up. When you're doing some things that require being in certain positions for like dodging attacks, that shows you exactly where your character model actually is. So you can see how far behind. It's like 2 or 3 tiles behind. And so if you're fighting a boss and you need to know where you are to make decisions on where to move, that helps you. You probably won't encounter anything that needs to do that for a while, if at all, in free to play. So I wouldn't worry about it right now. But yeah, it just helps you understand where you are. You cast out your line. Use your fishing rod to pick it's a hook the bit of fabric off the plank. Interesting. I should see if this is from one of our missing people. Inspect wet fabric scrap. Could this be from one of the missing people? Let's go bring it to the house. Maybe it fits onto the bed, or the mother or father can identify it. You can make it a little less visible. I just have it on because when I'm doing stuff that requires it, I like want to see where it is, you know? This is more advanced than you need to know right now, but there is a thing called animation stalling where the location the server thinks you are, which is that square, or knows you are, and the location where your animation is, or your actual character representation is, can get really desynced. Where like this square will like zip around out to here and you'll just be standing here and all of a sudden your character will like whoop, go really quick to catch up. And it's stuff like that that can really let you know exactly where you are and help you out. Again, none of the content you're doing is going to require you to have good positional accuracy like that, but there are some more bosses that have like shock waves that might go out, and so you want to make sure that you're in a position where you can dodge them or be behind something or jump over them, and knowing where you are so you know where you click is a thing. Because like, this gets really deep in the weeds, but if you think about your character, right, and you have north, south, east, west, and I want to go to here, right, you can see how I went diagonal. That's all well and good, but you can see that time that's diagonal. That's not the same diagonal. You know what I mean? So like I'm stepping here and then here and then here and then here and then here and here. So like how you get to locations based on whether they're north, south, east, or west and how far is a thing. So you can see like that. Like if I'm here, right? And I click like over here, it's gonna send me north first and then diagonal. And this will send me, you know what I mean? Like this will send me diagonal last. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's the movement is you're surprised it hasn't been fixed, or is that not considered a bad thing? It's one of those things that you'll find that there's some legacy stuff in the game that isn't changed because A, people who have played for a long time would basically get upset. So we're kind of pandering to those people. And B, if you're expecting to move a certain way and you have it memorized, changing the way you move would make content, people have to relearn content. So they don't. So there's a lot of weird spaghetti code is what people reference. Because the old code was just kind of like written and nobody like did anything about it. They're getting really good about unraveling it and correcting some of the weird like edge cases, but there's a thing called the tick manipulation, and so every 0.6 seconds is a tick in the game. So if I move here, you'll see that I don't move immediately. I move on the next tick, the next available tick. Your actions all happen on the next tick. So every let's see, can I do where, let's see. Is it in here? All right, so you can see, there's a better way to do this. I don't have any of them installed. Do I not have any metronomes? Oh, I don't. Here. So you can hear. You can hear the metronome. And so every time the metronome goes off is another tick in the game. Right. Oh, somebody got a green mask. Nice. And so the whole world of this RuneScape is based on this tick. And so when you do actions, certain actions take multiple ticks to happen. Right? So if I pet this dog, you can see that takes like 2 ticks. 1, 2. And while I'm doing that, I can't do anything else. There are certain things that take 3 or 4 ticks. There are certain animations that take a long time to do. And there's certain animations that are instant. You can interrupt. This is getting in the weeds. You can interrupt yourself doing an action in a certain way where the next time you try and do the action, it won't be a 3-tick action. It would be a 1-tick action. So if you're, say, for example, mining, and you have a chance to get a ore every 3 ticks. I don't know what it actually is. I'm just going to use this as an example, even though the numbers might not be correct. It takes 3 ticks to potentially get an item while mining. Right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So every 3rd hit, you have a chance to get the ore. If you interrupt yourself in a certain way, you can get a chance every 2 ticks. And I think you can even force it so that that 2nd tick, basically, you're guaranteed to get it. So you increase the speed at which you're doing things because you're interrupting the way you're doing things. That's called tick manipulation. And so that's kind of like I don't want to say it's a cheat or an exploit. The amount of effort it takes to learn and to do that kind of thing, the developers deem it okay because it is a skill that's hard to learn. And so there's some effort involved. Yeah, I mean, that's more of like a meta, like, spaghetti code kind of thing. But it's part of the game. Like, in fact, if we go to, like, the wiki, there's literally a page on it about what it is and how it works. Tick manipulation is a method of players use to use the RuneScape clock to their advantage in activities such as combat and skilling. The engine runs on a term colloquially known, referred to as ticks. Each tick is lasts 0.6 seconds, which is 100 ticks a second. Can vary a little bit by hundreds of thousands of seconds due to things like server lag. So you can see my, it says latency is 10 milliseconds. So I'm actually 10 milliseconds behind the server. Although it's not telling me I'm timed out, so I don't know. My ping might be jumping all over the place, but by performing certain actions in the right order at the right times, players can reduce the amount of ticks required for certain other actions to occur. Due to the click-intensive nature of some of the tick manipulation methods, many players shy away from using these methods in favor of more conventional methods. While most forms are technically glitches, Jagex's stance, they're considered balanced and accepted due to the extra effort involved. So here's an example. Can I open this bigger? So this player is fishing, right? And they're using this knife to cut some of the fish that they've picked up in order to get a new fish every other tick or so, every tick. It's weird. I'm not a fan of it. I don't do it often at all. But it's very click intensive. I mean, you have to click 4 or 5 times for every other tick or whatever. So you can see he's clicking on the fishing spot, then he's interrupting himself by cutting a fish with a knife, and then he's using shift click probably, or you can set things to drop on left click. And he's dropping the items beneath him. And so it's an intensive way of manipulating the game to give you more experience quicker, basically, if that makes sense. It's a bitch to do, but you can do it for wood cutting. You can do it for, there's 1.5 tick wood cutting, which is, yeah, you can see this one's weird as well, where you cut a tree and then try and make a potion and then cancel it and then click the tree again. And it's all this time and all this shit to do it. So it's a little bit of a pain, but I don't really do it. I have no need to. How do people find this out? Well, you gotta remember this game is 20-something years old now, more than that. So there's like, you know, a history. What's going on, Zod? I'm live.
Talking about secret strats to old school RuneScape.
I wouldn't say secret, but
Super secret strats that are hacker level strats.
Game manipulation, meta
Hacker
game
level
manipulation.
threats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually deemed as legal gameplay by the devs because it's so much of a fucking pain in the ass to do.
Back when WoW came out, like early on, right? And it had its first expansion called Burning Crusade.
Okay.
And it was the first expansion to allow flying mounts. Right? And I may have found a way to just walk up any vertical surface through means.
Did you ethically disclose this?
Did I no, absolutely not. It was unethically disclosed to me. And yeah, so I was in an area that like you couldn't even get to by flying mount because there'd be like a wall or whatever. But since you went there on foot, you could just walk out of bounds and shit.
Yeah.
You can just see how like so much undeveloped geometry was like still around, you know?
There's been a few famous cases of that in RuneScape. There is a method. I forget what it's called. Player something. It's like a path or a path or something where you can force yourself into another player's cutscene in order to like do stuff and like get out of balance. It's really fucked up. You can't really do it anymore. But there's been a couple of things like that in RuneScape too, where people have gone to areas that are not yet developed. There used to be a method where, so the game is split. If you go up a floor, it's technically like a new game world. So like I go up here to another floor. This is like a new game world, and you can kind of see on the map how, not this map. You can kind of see on the map how it's like a different layout, but you can still see the ground below you because the game doesn't want you to be floating in the darkness. There used to be a way to escape the bounds and walk on this level anywhere because there's no walls once you escape the one wall that's containing you, and you could just go wherever. And so people would go to where there's like new content and look at the ground and all this
like
shit.
Flying effectively according to the game, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, you can't, like I said, you can't see the NPCs or the other players down a floor, but you can still see the ground and like move around and all that. Yeah, it's weird. RuneScape and Jagex, who make RuneScape, unfortunately have a history of permanently banning people who ethically disclose bugs in the game. It's unfortunate. I think they're getting better with it, but there definitely have been times where people were like, there used to be a major gold manipulation glitch where you could die and underflow your gold, so you would have maximum gold. And the Jagex guys asked for somebody to tell them how it works so that they could patch it. And like the people who told them and showed them then got banned for doing that.
That's fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, 100%. That was a big fucking shakeup.
Did they unban them?
As far as I know, they haven't, but I don't know 100%. There's some wiki articles about it, I believe, or like YouTube videos. Underflow. I'm looking it up right now. See if there's an article on it.
Why would threat be spelled with an F?
Don't listen to Wazaga. He's just fucking making sex jokes and all this bullshit.
Makes me laugh.
Makes the streamer man laugh. Ha.
There used to be, you can find videos about the underflow and how people did it and how people got banned. Same thing with getting out of bounds again.
Aurora Borealis. she's behind the guitar. What the fuck?
What?
She can't, like, anytime we have allowed kitty cat time in the basement, we don't allow them down here without us being down here because I don't know what the fuck shit they're gonna get to. She constantly sits behind in the corner near my guitars and a really, really strategically placed water meter for my house. No. Yeah, I wish I could move my main water line, but I can't.
Maybe she's the reincarnation of Kurt Cobain.
Fuck does that have to do with anything?
What the fuck does that
Playing the
mean?
guitars. Playing guitars, man.
Oh, I thought you were so.
Kurt Cobain really loved water meters.
Go out in a horrible.
Oh,
situation.
Jesus Christ! No. Then she'd be hiding by the shotgun.
Jesus Christ!
All right, I gotta edit the VOD again now.
I'm sorry.
I forget what the name of it. It stands for something. It stands for like player. Fuck! I can't remember what the acronym is for the getting out of bounds thing. But it's actually really interesting about how people manage to find a way to break out of bounds.
I remember doing that with Halo.
Oh yeah!
That was so
Back
fun.
in the day at the LAN parties where you did the Wraith turbo boost and when someone had overshield on and they just fly into the fucking air. Hell yeah!
All the
You've been
rocket
playing this for
jumping and stuff.
3 years? You've been playing this for 3 hours? Sorry.
Me? Yeah, dude. There's new
Yeah,
quests
you.
out today.
Oh my god.
There's 3 new quests, and I've done 1 and a
It's the
quarter.
perfect time for you to swap over because there's an ad break in a minute.
Yeah, it's going in a second. I'm trying to find the fucking name of the
killing chickens right now.
thing.
Just trying to farm some feathers for my
Can't
fly
believe you
fishing.
corrupted Carrion into playing this fucking child's game.
He
It's
asked me about
actually
it.
Really good. I'm surprised at how much fun I'm having with it.
I have a few friends that are into it. I just never got into it. This is well before like it hit its peak too. It's like because this is more popular than it's ever been, right? Like it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel
the
like I
WoW
missed out
killer
on not
was
playing
old
it.
school RuneScape the whole time.
There's a big thing right now about WoW players playing RuneScape, and I'm actually kind of sick of hearing about it. But I guess they're like a lot of them are just like playing WoW blind, and it's content apparently.
What do you mean WoW blind?
Like actually blind?
No, they're playing RuneScape blind
No, like-
without like looking up
Oh,
stuff.
without no looking stuff up. That's fine. I mean, that's how.
No, it's fine, but I don't know why everyone's like, it's getting a lot of traction. It's like, all right,
It's people that are big WoW streamers that are experiencing a completely different like meta,
yeah.
and people like the Schadenfreude of that. I think.
I don't know. It's like a guy getting hyped up and he killed like a demon. It's like, all right, dude, they're like level 20, like fucking cool.
I think. I mean, have you ever played WoW?
For like 30 seconds, I died, and during one of my lunch when I was in high school, I played it for like 30 seconds, died, and said, all right, good enough. Never played it again.
Okay. See, that's
I
the thing.
can't.
WoW
Me to get into
WoW,
it.
WoW, yeah, I didn't get it at first, and for what's worth, I was playing City of Heroes at the time, which was crack to me. And then once a few other friends got into WoW, and we started like figuring the game out a little bit better. That's why I really enjoyed it. And at that point, that was one of the most social games you could play, like through 2008 to like 2011. Wrath of the Lich King came out. Oh my god.
Wrath was like peak. I feel like Wrath is really where World of Warcraft was like the best that it could possibly have been.
Yep. And then you start mincing what made the game good, you know.
Yeah.
And then bloat, and then level creep, damage creep, health creep. Everyone's like, it's really telling that like over expansions they've done like level squishes, you know.
Yeah.
Where the level cap used to be like think the level cap was like 120 at one point, and then they like crunched it back down to 60 or some shit.
Yeah, that was like recently, wasn't it? Or somewhat recently?
That was within some last 3 expansions or something.
Still trying to
I think
find
where
the
it
fucking
started to
instance.
fail was like you stopped having to like be with a group of people to actually be able to play the game.
They
You
wanted to
kinda
make it
just,
more
like,
accessible to
removed it.
solo players, yeah. But what they could have done is just made a different kind of content for solo players.
Yeah.
At the same time, I did actually like the dungeon finder. I liked it, the tool as it was, but I think they incentivized it way. They didn't incentivize natural forming of groups, and they directly incentivized using the dungeon finder tool or whatever.
I
then
personally think that they should have kept it to the summoning stone instead of like being able to just like sit in the main city and go nowhere and do all the dungeons. I still feel like they should have made it so that you had to travel and do the summoning stone way.
There are whole sections in World of Warcraft that are like dead malls, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case for old school RuneScape, but
Oh, 100%. 100%. There's areas that are just nobody goes there, or somebody goes through for a quest and then never goes again. I mean, I can look at the map and kind of tell you that, like, let's see.
what was someone saying this is the first time there's been no black squares on the map?
Yeah, so previously, I'll show you. This is the area where we're exploring today, is this chunk over here. And this, when there's content that's not like released yet, like areas, it'll just be like a black square on the map. And then like when you go to the area, it'll just like, the game will like end, the world will just end, and there'll be nothing there. And so that was, this whole area was uncovered, was the last one. And then for whatever reason, the desert over here also was, and it got uncovered as well.
Is that implying that this is like the last update?
No, not necessarily. I think it's more of that they don't have any active things that they're major things they're working on. They could be working on a new island out here and no one would know, you know, off the edge of the map, but it's now the map is a perfect square. There's no tiles inside of it that are black. Like obviously the border tiles are all what do you call it? Black because it's the border, but like if I pull up this, I can look at the history of areas. Can I look at the map itself? So this is a map viewer. If we go to the world map, oh my god, it's gonna take forever to load because it's actually loading the world live. Not live, but like a live render of the world. And can I go back in time? Yeah, so let me go back last year. This is what is this? June 5th.
June. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I go back here and we look at the map, let's see. It's actually loading those areas. Maybe I can go back far enough. Unless this map doesn't reflect that.
Might be once it's post cached, it can't.
No, the whole idea of this is to keep the cache correct. Maybe this area was already added to the game and it's not showing the black areas in the map. Yeah, so you can see like this whole area is just blank in here.
Yeah.
There we go. Like this is how it looked. This area exists now in the game, but it's just a black square. I guess yeah, there you go. That's how it looks. It's just literally a black square on the map. And if we come over here, I don't know if this area got loaded in properly or not, but like you can see like this is some of the quest areas and they just have like you can't get here in the game, so it's just like this is the data.
Unfinished.
Yeah, but it's all just unfinished nothing basically in the world. Because they were working on this last year. I bet if we go back even further, we go back to do 2020. This area is just ocean. But yeah, you can see here's some of the dark areas because the map just ends. Previously just ended right here with this bridge like this. And now of course there's actually stuff there, but if I go to the desert,
It's like a little teaser. Like, oh, I wonder what's beyond the bridge.
Kind of. Even back then, this is how much the desert you couldn't access. And that's all now. They released a bunch of new quests for this area, and recently this all was revealed. With a sailing beta, we could actually see some of this. I tried to get over here, but you really couldn't see a whole ton, but they had a whole bunch of stuff filled in, so it was interesting. And there's shit like this. Like, this is just visual glitches in the water because nobody can get out here. I don't know what my... Oh, there we go. It's just literally raised water because that's just what it is in the map for whatever reason. There's shit there. I think there's a few places that do that. Yeah, like over here. No, it's just a different colored tile for whatever reason. But yeah, it's very weird. Oh, here we go. The more different colored tiles. That actually, I don't know if that's a step up or not. Yeah, it is a step up. Very slight step up. For who knows what reason. It's just the ocean's taller in that area, like, you know, so there's all sorts of weird stuff that they've changed over time and fixed, and this is all pulled from game cache, so you can even find like really old caches. If we go back to the oldest known cache here, we could take a look at the map and see that there's almost nothing here. Like this is the free-to-play area. This is just beyond the free-to-play area. There's nothing. This might have been before the members area was even introduced. This is like Haramja. All this stuff doesn't exist. You can see like this is the whole map. Like where there's stuff that's way off the screen, and this, you know, this is the fishing mini game. Yeah. Oh no, this is all for one of the quests. So like, it's just like the map is evolving basically.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can see where they used to store stuff in the overworld. Now they have a separate world layer for all this, but like, or it might be above actually in the current version. I don't remember, but this is all like instanced areas that you can get to, where it's like not instanced, but like underground. If there's a cave, you might find
zoned areas basically.
Yeah, where you might see other people, but it's not something they want to make as part of the overworld map. This is all quest locations basically.
But at the end of the day, they're just putting all this stuff on a giant XY map.
Yeah, I don't know if current day they do that. They may have a second layer now, but well, that's easy to find out. Nope, it's all here. So I just didn't scroll up high enough. But yeah, it's just a different layer of the map link that sends you from here to there. But yeah, so it's the first time where this all hasn't been covered by anything.
That's cool.
Yeah. This is actually a really cool tool as well, because you can go like look in real time at like NPCs moving around. They're not actually like where the NPCs are in game, but it models their behavior because it uses the cache. So like this is how these guys would behave in game. Like, you know, these rats, you can click attack, but your character doesn't exist in this realm, so you can't do anything. But, you know, all this stuff is how it appears in game, and you can use this for like content creation or whatever. But
you know what has a map that doesn't change?
World of Warcraft?
No, Night Rain.
Oh, that's true.
It kind of changes.
So just a little bit, just like a pizza pie worth of it.
Got some parametric variables you can check out, but yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting to see that that's the way it happens, and that you can just record in the browser. That's pretty cool. It's just interesting that like they've been working on stuff, and this is the first time where you can actually like go everywhere basically. New content might be developed within the world, or might be developed as a new island. Like I said, all the fishing stuff. I wonder, do they have the fishing beta in there? Let me see.
The new RuneScape, like RuneScape 3 or whatever, is that like still based in this same world, or does it have like a totally different new map?
It's based in the same world, but it is a different world because it's split in 2007 basically. This is not the same map viewer. Actually, this is a different map viewer. I gotta figure out which one I was using. I'll look it up later. But yeah, so this is a topic I've discussed before on stream. Where is my... I have a diagram. Here it is. So, from left to right, you have RuneScape, which is now RuneScape Classic. You have, in 2007, you have a backup, which then turned into old school RuneScape, which is now going to current day. And then you have currently RuneScape, which everyone calls RuneScape 3, which is the same game as RuneScape originally, which is now Classic, but it's current version. So it's like you have all these different, like, almost forks in time, but then the old school fork from 2007 got developed more and is its own game. And so these two split worlds and have a roughly, like, similar story, but there's definitely some major differences. It's
So
a thing.
all those arrows.
I know.
They're confusing as balls.
I mean, this started out as a humorous drawing. It wasn't meant to be super serious, but it is true. I mean, you can see I labeled past and present with P for both of them, so it's not like it's super accurate, but I mean, that is what happened.
Cool
They had
to see how it
RuneScape.
evolved.
It became RuneScape 2 or old school RuneScape, but it wasn't called that. It was called RuneScape. And then it became RuneScape 3, but it wasn't called that. It was called RuneScape. And they took a backup they found from 2007 and spun it into old school RuneScape, which then got developed. And RuneScape Classic sort of exists. I think there's more private servers than anything now. I don't think you could officially play on any real servers anymore. I don't know. It's weird. That game was very weird.
2007 is like the one that we're all like the main one.
It's a backup from 2007 that got restored and developed. Yeah. So this version didn't come out in 2007. It's based off of a backup from 2007. It came out in 2014. I don't remember, but all right. Let's swap over to Night Rain here.